Hey guys! Today we are going to be looking back into the PlayStation 2. I grew up with the PlayStation 2. I don't remember when we got it and how old I was. It was definitely throughout my elementary school years. But I was just so young that I don't really remember every little detail. But I do remember getting the regular big PlayStation 2. And I think we got a couple games with it. We got Ratchet and Clank, which I think I just have the case for it. And we got this jam pack. Where is it? This jam pack, and then this game. We might have got more stuff with it. I honestly can't remember. But a lot of those stuff I'm just now starting to buy again. Like, I just bought this jam pack. And then, I just, bought all these games because as we were growing up, I had a little sister, and she was in the mood to crack every single disc. And at that time, that's when we were starting to transition to the PlayStation 3. So we didn't really care much to replace them. But, yeah, that whole mess came down, and everyone was, so upset about it. We're like, oh my gosh, we love that game, but then we didn't really care because the PlayStation 3, I think we just, we was close to getting that, so we didn't really care much. But back to the first PlayStation 2 we got, it was the fat one. I still have it. I'm looking at it right now. I can probably show you clips of it if I decide to put that in. But that actually broke, there was, something wrong with the CD, so it broke, and then we're like, oh no! Because that might have been a year or two since when we had it. And then the Slim was out, so then my dad bought the Slim. I'm pretty sure he got more games with it, but I don't remember what they were. A couple years ago, we got a new PS2 Slim because the one we had, the thing wouldn't rotate the disc anymore. It would sometimes, so a lot of times it wouldn't, so we needed a new one. So yeah. But so, back to this whole video. I've been actually collecting a whole bunch of games that I used to play, and I've been playing them all over, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it brings back so many memories. So right now I have 5 games that just bring back so many memories from when I was a kid, and I just decided to share with people because, I don't know, I find this interesting. Wow, you loved that game growing up? That's so cool. So the first game is going to be this jam pack. You're probably wondering, a jam pack? That's so stupid. It really is. It really is stupid. But honestly, this was what I said, one of the first games that we got. So me and my 2 older sisters. Yeah, me and my 2 older sisters would always play these games. And I don't know, we basically found games to buy off of this. Oh, with the Slim, we bought Jak. My dad got Jak 2. He bought that with the Slim. I remember that. Yeah. And then that's how we all fell in love with the Jak series. But Splinter Cell, my oldest sister loved playing the demo, and she got the game, and she still, she plays all the Splinter Cell games to today. She got the PS3 games and everything. Jet X2O. I remember we used to love playing that, but I actually just recently bought that and played it for the first time. I'm like, it's actually a really cool game. No one really plays it or anything, but I don't know, I find it cool. ATV Offer Fury 2. Well, we had the demo, but we also got the game too with the system, so. But there's actually a really funny video of it on here that me and my one sister Kim would always watch, and it was so funny because people would be driving the ATVs and do stunts, and then this guy would be on his chair, and for his stunt, he just, kicked back the seat and then put it back up. We just found it so funny. Another game was Amplitude. We love playing this. We always play it on, all the songs. I'm pretty sure it was, I think it's Garbage song. It's called, Cherry Lips, and then the rap song. I think it's called Baseline. I don't know who it's by, but we would always play those 2 songs, and then me and my oldest sister, Susan, were we should just get the game, so we did. And then War of the Monsters. I used to play it all the time with my sisters. We wouldn't really play the game. We would, we'd just do random things. We would put all the cars on the same colors on each of the buildings. Like, one building would be filled with, like, yellow cars, another would be filled with, like, red cars. It was just, we had a really creative imagination. So I bought this, I think last year, because my little sister broke the disc. And it was just such a weird feeling to, like, play something that you haven't played for years and that you grew up to. It's just like, I don't know, I just love that feeling. It's just, Alright, enough of that jam pack. Next one is ATV 2. I don't know where to begin. This was like one of our all-time favorite games. We would play freestyle mode and like explore, and like there was this one map with like a volcano and monkeys, and we always try to find the monkeys, and there's one with the tornado, and we'd always try to get sucked up in the tornado, and oh, there goes the disc. I'm pretty sure this was also another game that my little sister cracked. She basically cracked every game we had. But, I got this, I re-got this, I think. I think it's when GameStop was still like, they were starting to end selling PS2 games. I think that's when I got this game. So I think it was really cheap. It was like $1. So I was playing this, and like all the songs just bring back so many memories. I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. Like, it's just like I don't know, it's a weird feeling playing things I used to play. Like, it brings back memories, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I remember this. I don't know, but we would go crazy over this game. I remember when I was younger, I would like go on the music playlist and like play the songs and like act like I was actually singing it. And I was like, oh my, I remember. Alright, the third game that brings back memories would be We Love Katamari. I got this, honestly, a couple days ago. It was brand new for like $20. I said, yo, why not? So I got it. And I don't know, I remember playing the demo to this game, and I was like, I loved it so much. Like, I found it so funny. And so I got the game. I remember I was at Kmart with my dad. We were just walking around, and I seen it. I said, oh, I want that game. And he was like, you do? And he kept on saying, are you sure? Are you sure you want that game? I was like, yeah. And he got me the game, and then I played it, and I think I was usually playing with Kim. And we just had so much fun with it. We went through all these levels, got all of the, like, everything you can ever get, we all got. And there wasn't really that much memory playing it, because, I don't know, I think I played it when I was, like, more older than, like, the other games that I'm talking about. But the soundtrack still, it's just, I don't know. It's just a game that I really loved, and I got, when I had my PSP, that's a whole nother thing. The PSP, I think, is the biggest memory thing ever. Like, that's what really gets me. But I got like, the Me and My Katamari, and I love that game on the PSP. Yeah, next game. Soul Calibur 3! I remember we played it from the demo, and we would have so much fun creating our characters. And my oldest sister Susan got this game, and I don't know, like, we just fell in love with it. Like, we would make all of our characters, and then we actually had, like, stories behind them, and we would, like, play stories as we were, like, fighting each other. Like, we'd be a lot, I don't know how to explain it. We just created our own stories, our own people with, like, everything. Like, we went so creative with this game, and even being, like, I made up these characters, and, like, out of the blue, I was like, you know, maybe he could be like this and this and this, and I kind of, like, started to be, like, really creative with my characters, and who knows that right now I have tons of like, a whole binder filled with stories about my characters that I created off of Soul Calibur. It wasn't just this game. After we got the PS3, we got Soul Calibur 4 and 5, and then we also had Soul Calibur 2. We were just in love with the game. We'd always create characters. It was just a lovely creative game, and I still play this today, and because I never really beat it. Like, my sister, Susan was the one beat it, and she beat it, and she always, like, just transferred her file to my memory card, and even now, I still have that data. I'm just making my own people, and I do Chronicles of the Swords and go through that. I love Chronicles of the Swords. I don't know, I just really, really love creative things. Like, I'm really thinking about one day of making all the characters that I have into an actual game. Yes, that would be the life. that's like my dream right now, is being a game designer with like my characters. Last but not least, Sims 2. Oh my gosh, I love this game. I remember everything since when we first got it. We were at GameStop, and my sister, Susan, she got this game. And we went home, and I think my mom wanted to go back out, and then we were like, no, we can stay here, we'll play. And she was like telling me like all about it. She's like, yeah, my friend has it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, so we played story mode. I just remember everything. We went on the game, and like she was like telling me to like walk around, and we like talked. Like she was like basically like walking me through it, and I loved it because you get to create your own characters, and that's something I absolutely love. And we found all these really funny things, like you can get abducted by aliens if you like tell a scary story at the campfire, a ghost will come out, or you can die from trying to cheat on this machine. Like, we found all this stuff, and then I think Kim got Sims 2 Pets, and I would always steal that game and play it. And then I think we started getting like Sims Busting Out. We would get like all like the older games, and then when PS3 came out, I think Kim bought Sims 3, and then I split the money and we shared it. And then my mentor gave me Sims 3 Pets, and then I started to get Sims 3 on my laptop, and then now I have Sims 4 on my laptop. Like, this was the start of it all, and I just remember everything. It's just, I love this game so much. Okay, that's all I'm gonna show you today. I would love to sit there and go on and on and on about all of my games, all of my game systems. I'm absolutely in love with games and game systems. Like, I have 2 Ataris, like the 2600, I think, one in the like the smaller one, and then the big fat thing, and then I have the Sega Genesis, the whole thing, with the 32X, the CD, and then I have the original Nintendo, the PlayStation 1. I'm a PlayStation person. I have all the PlayStations, except like the PS Vita and the PSP Go thing, but I had the PSP. Oh my gosh, I love it. So yeah, I would honestly just love to go on about like maybe my favorite PlayStation 2 games, or like my PSP memories, because I think that's the biggest one. But sadly, I had 3 PSPs. 2 are broken, and the one that was working perfectly fine I sold. I mean, you know, when you want to get something new that comes out, you sit there and sell everything, and I really regret it. I'm probably going to get a new PSP, because the first one, you know what, no, that'll be another video if I decide to make it. It'll be amazing. If I keep on looking over there, it's because my cat's over there, and he's just staring at me, so I'm like, hey, kitty cat. Alright, so thanks for watching. It'll be really crazy if you guys actually enjoyed this video, because I've be so happy, because then I can keep on making more, because I really want to, but I don't think anyone would care. Alright, anyway, bye.